today we have to talk about something that we talk about all the time here. But we have to talk about it again. We have to talk about it over and over and over again until it sticks. We're talking about doing shit, doing shitty shit. And what does it take to do the shitty shit? You are listening to ADHD Big Brother, the podcast for adults struggling with their ADHD and their depression and anxiety and blech. I'm your host, Russ Jones. I'm an ADHD coach, and I run the Platinum Award-winning community coaching of the same name, ADHD Big Brother. And I also have ADHD and depression. It's craptastic. Welcome aboard. Let's learn some stuff, laugh at some stuff. And ladies and gentlemen, here's some stuff. Welcome to the podcast, one and all one of you. It's just me and you today. You and me, you and I, you and us, the two of us. Just the two of us. Let's hash out some stuff together. You want to? We're like 185 episodes into this situation. I feel like I keep circling around the same things. So I appreciate you for hanging out. And the more we hear this stuff, maybe eventually it clicks, sinks in. Osmosis sympathizes on us. That's my hope. First things first, as we learned back when we were on the old Mental Health and Tech podcast, let's normalize talking openly about our school spaghetti, the good, the bad, and the weird. First of all, my overall mental health is great. It's really good. My kids are healthy. Yeah. My relationship to my ex, that's fantastic. Gail and I are actually, we marvel often about how rare that seems to be these days that neither one of us is a douchebag. So in the world of divorcees, usually there's a douchebag in the mix. Or maybe it's both of us. Maybe that's why we're like, hey, none of us are one, because we both are one. I have my relationship to my girlfriend, beyond awesome. It's amazing. My relationship to the ADHD Big Brother world, it is rewarding as hell. I am loving that. I'm a solopreneur. That feels phenomenal. Oh my God, to finally earn a living, and it's on my terms, and it's only taken me 50 years to get here. But we got there, and you can too. My relationships to my friends and family, it's great. Although I would love to be more active and involved, but that's on me. My relationship to myself, though, that's where we go sideways. You guys, what the fuck is up with the relationship to the self? Ongoing struggle. But I'm in it to win it. I'm going for it. You know, it's like, why can't I like myself? I should be able to like myself. It's only on paper that I can like myself and really see that. Like I could journal all day long about it. You know, this is my strengths, my good qualities. And, you know, here's some tasty reframes about it. It shouldn't be difficult. I can do it on paper. I know I'm nice enough. I know I give a shit. I know I'm a good human. I mean, I don't want to brag, but sometimes I can be funny. I could be a real delight sometimes, you know, if not, you know, but slightly annoying and, you know, non-shut-uppy, but a real delight. I would want to be friends with myself if I just weren't myself. What the fuck is up with that? It's a bizarre thing. And, you know, there are, seriously, on a somber note, can everybody just lean in real quick? Let me whisper in your ears. This is a serious thing. There are a lot of tears behind that. So I'm going to lean into doing some more of that IFS work, the internal family systems. I'm really digging that. Go ahead and Google it and tell me what you think. But my great achievement with myself has been finding a way to be cool with myself. You don't have to like yourself to be cool with yourself. It's a great stepping stone on the journey to having a better relationship with myself. So if you put that in the mix with everything else, then, you know, mental health, doing all right. Doing okay. That mental health, she is a saucy mistress. All right, so that's the mental health update. Let's do an ADHD Big Brother update, because that place gets cooler and cooler. So let me just put on my sales cap for you. Are you tired of feeling scattered, or your to-do list getting longer than a roll of toilet paper? Do you have notebooks filled with good ideas, but you just can't seem to get any of them done? Well, folks, it sounds like you need a big brother. An ADHD Big Brother, that is. ADHD Big Brother is an online community and coaching program that helps adults with late diagnosed ADHD finally get their shit together. We got new spaces now. Come on down, check them out. Brand new custom profile fields to help you connect with just the right accountability buddy, and we're open 24/7 for all your body doubling needs. But that's not all. Have you watched all the videos, read all the books, taken all the courses, and you still aren't doing the work? What? Well, what you're missing is accountability, goddammit. And we got that here at ADHD Big Brother. We've got accountability in spades, and hearts, and diamonds, and clubs. It's got a whole deck. Accountability morning, noon, and night. We'll help you stop your doom scrolling so you can start your doom doing. So let me ask you something. How much do you think this life changing sport costs? $400 a month? Yeah, probably, right? Should be for what you get. Nope, for less than the cost of a single ADHD coaching session. You get 3 months of ADHD Big Brother, and at no additional cost, you're going to make new friends who are actually going to believe in you and support your journey. I don't know what in the hell you're waiting for. Get in there and finally be able to look the camera in the eye and say, I finally got my shit together. Thanks, ADHD Big Brother. Hoink. And cut. That's my ad. Print it. Do whatever. Edit, chop it, and send it. Put it on the market. I said I was never going to put ads on my podcast, and look what I've done. I'm a goddamn liar. But, you know, it's an ad for me. It's an ad. It's my podcast, and it's an ad for myself. So it's okay. I'm not going to sell you smoothie ingredients. I'm not going to sell you guys mushroom tea stuff. All right. So how can I help today? We've been spending months on finances and doing it a bit different because I don't want to share some shiny budget tool that everyone's going to pay for and then get the yearly cost, right? Because that's you save money. Even though you pay a bunch up front, you're saving money instead of doing monthly. So we buy the whole year and we're convinced we're going to use it. So why not? And then we spend 45 minutes, maybe an hour or two, connecting all of our accounts. This is going to change everything. And then we stopped using it because it got a little too complicated at 1 month. And so we stopped inputting data for a couple of weeks. And now it just feels like we'd have to start all over from scratch. Oh boy. I know that's not just me. I'm going to say I'm 87.5% sure that's all of us. Maybe 85%. So we've been attacking that at ADHD Big Brother. We're by going over our money story. And we have an upcoming workshop with Tina Mathams again. And then she's going to be on the podcast again next week. That I'm almost positive. We have the date booked. However, you know, stuff happens in the world. So, but that's the plan. And so in the meantime, I want to come back and I want to talk about putting our intentions to work and just give you guys some food for thought, something to think about today. Most of us will forget everything that we heard. As soon as you move on from this particular episode in your queue of podcasts, that's normal. That's our working memory. And that's why it's just not enough to know what you're doing or what you're intending to do. There has to be a plan. For the shitty things in life, especially, there has to be something that we put towards it. I don't even give a shit about the why. You know, we have the why for our goals. You know, do that work. I've done it. Do all that prep work. Understand your why. Why is this goal important to me? Why do I care? Who will I become? Who do I want to be? Those are all awesome. So great. Do that. Have those answers. Do that work. But there's still the working memory problem. Do you truly have the capacity to carry your why top of mind? It's fucking impossible. Unless that's just me. Then I am so sorry. Consider this also my public apology. But it's fucking impossible. Literally 24 hours a day, all day, you're going to have your why top of mind, at the ready, always. I don't think so. What I'm trying to get at here is like having the why, it doesn't magically compel us into action. Maybe on that initial discovery of the why, maybe that one specific time because we're kind of in that headspace. But man, like take people like the greats, right? It's like Tony Robbins, motivation master of the universe. Literally every time I hear that guy talk, I'm motivated. I'm like, oh my God, that's genius. Yeah, of course. Oh my God, why didn't I ever think of that? Oh, I believe. And then like 20 minutes later, maybe I get a phone call. Maybe I'm in the community. Somebody posts something interesting and all that motivation, that spark, it's gone. It's forgotten. I can't use it like some magic when I hear a thing once and then it just all of a sudden it becomes me. I can't call its energy to motivate me. So how does that inform me? So I know my purpose. I have my why. In terms of how I choose to serve the world, I know what it is. It does not make the work happen because there's so much dumb shit to do. I have to plan it. This is a huge ramble and I'm strongly advocating for some kind of planning. We need to drop that arrogance. Arrogance, that's a dumb word, but like the overconfidence, because, we're grown-ups and the normie culture has taught us that important things stay top of mind. And so in this moment, I know it's important, so I'll trust that it'll be there for me. And if they aren't top of mind, they must not be important to us. How many divorces probably happen because of that? Can we please just acknowledge that importance doesn't mean shit to an ADHD brain as much as we want it to? It isn't. Something could be the most important thing in the world to me, and I can absolutely forget it. Let me share some data too from my coaching experience, which might help here. When people say things like, I'm going to do that this week, it's not going to happen. If they say things like, I'm going to do that this afternoon, it's not going to happen. Statistically, the stars will sometimes align, sure, but that's not how you set yourself up to do the thing. What you're saying to me in these cases is, I'm going to remember this later and have the motivation naturally to do this thing. Not a high success rate on that. Even though the intentions and the motivation when they say it are high, I believe that you believe that it's going to happen, but the only way for it to happen is for that thing to stay in your mind. The second we get off the call, it's in the abyss. It's gone. So what's the high success rate? Easy. When I see somebody pick up their phone and tell me, okay, Wednesday at noon, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. And they take a minute and I see them putting it in their calendar on their phone with an alarm. That's planning, dude. Like, the greatest gift that you can give yourself as an ADHDer is permission to forget. Like, I don't have to remember that we're having lunch on Friday because it's in my calendar. I don't have to remember that I want to work on my finances once a week because I blocked out the time. I put it in my calendar as an appointment. Nobody can book that slot. I don't have to remember that I wanted to work on my finances because I never want to work on my finances. It's only important, and importance has no seat at the table up there in the top of my mind. Only shiny things, fun things live up there. Top of mind is literally a dance club at the top floor of my Skull Spaghetti. You think anybody's birthday exists up there? No, birthdays don't show up there. You think my desire for health and fitness hangs out top of mind? No. Although the opinion and the self-loathing about myself being unhealthy, it's a regular at the top of my mind. So we got to circumvent the partying that's going on top of mind and create our externalized structure. And the way to do that is to plan something once a day. Plan a thing. Don't get all crazy and structure your whole day. Just plan a thing. Make it an appointment. And then when that time comes, live in that space for a few minutes. You're working on your taxes? Okay, work on your taxes for 10 minutes. I don't give a shit about like the finishing of the task. All I give a shit about is, are you able to honor a plan? 5 minutes, who cares? Sit in the moment of a thing when you plan to do it. I was just talking about this with someone. I don't even remember who it was. That's how amazing my working memory is. I don't know. But ADHD people, we tend to become perfectionistic about stuff, right? If we're successful at doing a thing one time, we try to incorporate our entire existence around it. Like, I hit a plan for 30 minutes, so let me now plan my entire 24-hour day. Let me guide you away from that. So, like, when you go to the gym one time, you're not going to see big results. If you go to the gym every day for 3 months, you're going to see results. If you meditate once, you're probably not going to think you can do it. It's going to be really annoying. What an incredible waste of time. But if you meditate every day for 3 months, you might find some calm or peace a little bit quicker than you used to. That doesn't mean that you have success at the gym, and so then you spend 24 hours at the gym. Or you meditated once and it was good, so you meditate for 24 hours a day. That's kind of what I'm getting at. And that's my challenge this week. Before you forget and move on to the next podcast in your queue, quickly right now, put an appointment in your calendar for later today or tomorrow and see if you can honor it. And I challenge you to do that for a week straight and see how it goes. And if you need help, this is the true magical elixir for ADHD. It's accountability. The doors to our community are wide open. You get all kinds of ways to get accountability there. Or you find yourself an accountability buddy in your life. Your friends, your spouse, your partner. Tell your dog. Tell your dog what you're doing, and then tell your dog when you did it. And just enjoy the fact that they love you and they give you that, oh, you did a thing, way to go. They're going to be so excited that you're excited that you did the thing. So enjoy. Alrighty, I hope that helps. Make sure, if you have any questions, you guys always just feel free to shoot me an email or book one of those free 30-minute call deals. If I can help, I will. And make sure you check out all the links in the show notes. And with that, I hope you guys have a fantastic week. And so I shall talk to you later.